Hi, welcome. Here's your HMH reading lesson for today, module 5.6. So you're going to need this paper that's in your week 3 baggie. It says characters on it. It should be right behind your Saxon work. It says characters on it, and then it says reading graphic organizer 24. Go ahead and pause the video and look for that packet now. Okay, once you have this packet, we are going to read a story called My Dream Playground. I need you to write My Dream Playground at the top where it says title. No, I'm not. I don't ever stop a lesson to sharpen pencils. All right, My Dream Playground is what you're going to write under characters. Okay, so we are going to mainly focus on characters today. We're going to read a story called My Dream Playground. We're going to fill out this graphic organizer, and then we're going to do a quick phonics worksheet. Before we read the story, let's go over some important vocabulary words. All right, one of the first words we're going to need to know is lot. Looking at this picture, lot. Rena. Okay, Dominic. Okay, a lot is a small piece of land. So if you look here, it's a small piece of land. This is a lot. So there is an empty lot next to our house. This is a small lot. This is a small piece of land that's for sale next to our house. So the small pieces of land is called a lot. So not this whole thing, that's not a lot, but this empty space is a lot. All right, very good. Let's look here. Stoop. Stoop. There's 2 boxes in front of a house. It looks like Amazon Prime Day or something. Just kidding. All right, no one understood that. All right, anyway, stoop. A stoop is a small porch or staircase at the entrance of a building. So a small porch or staircase. This is like 2 steps, right? Some of you guys have a stoop to your front door. Do you guys, who has a stoop to their front door? Good. Leah, you have one. Yes, you do. That 1 step you take. Yes, you do. Very good. That's called a stoop. I don't have a stoop, but some people have a stoop. It's a small porch or staircase at the entrance of that building. So the delivery man put the packages on the stoop. Everyone say stoop. Stoop. Good. Volunteers. Ooh, you should know what that is. I always ask you guys, do I have any volunteers? What is a volunteer, Amaria? Okay, a lot of people. Okay, Amaria? Good. Volunteers are people who do helpful work for no pay. If you want to do helpful work, but you're not getting paid for it, that's called being a volunteer. So in this picture here, they're volunteering to help clean the park each week. They want to do something nice and helpful without being paid, which is cleaning up the park. Very good, volunteers. Architect. Ooh, JC, what is that? Okay, somebody that works, but what is their work? Not to write, but to draw pictures. They draw plans for new buildings. Very good. She's drawing blueprints for the new building, right? She's an architect. Very cool. All right, an architect draws plans for a new building. This architect and her team are designing a new building. So they're designing the layout of the new building, how it looks. That's an architect. That's really cool. Manager. Manager. Looks like they're in a store and the manager is talking to the employee. What is a manager? Leah? Okay, someone that works somewhere. All right, Haney. Good. Somebody that works somewhere but tells the other what to do. You're right. A manager is someone in charge of a group of workers. If you're in charge of a group of workers, you are a manager. Sometimes when people get upset, they say, let me speak to your manager. That means let me speak to the person that's on top, that's ahead of you, that's in charge of you. Right? A manager. Yes, bosses could be managers sometimes. All right, let's look here. Interviews. What is an interview? Oh, let me use this handy dandy cup of mine. What is a interview? Jasmine isn't here. What is a interview? Brinaya. Okay. Okay, maybe showing what you've been doing. What are they doing in this picture, though? Rena? What are they doing in this picture, Rena? The girl's putting the microphone on the near the boy's mouth, and you think she's asking him questions. So someone who interviews you asks questions to get information. The reporter interviews a student for a new school paper. She's asking him for information that she can write into the school paper. She's interviewing him. Very good. All right. And that is that. Oh, we're not doing math right now. That's for sure. Okay, let's go ahead and start reading My Dream Playground. Make sure you wrote that down under title on your reading graphic organizer.
My Dream Playground. A Kaboom book. Kate M. Becker. Illustrated by Jed Henry. I dream about having a playground. A real playground. A fun playground in our neighborhood. But all we have is an empty lot down the street from my apartment. I know that someday my dream is going to come true.
What do you guys think she wants to do with that lot? Everyone? Turn it into a playground. Very good. So where does she live? Maybe like in apartments or in a tight city. Not really in a house, because we can tell that this is a building where there's different homes maybe next to each other, right? All right.
Every day on my way home from school, I walk past the empty lot and then I run up the steps and into our apartment. I grab my pencils, crayons, and sketch pad, and then I head back down to the stoop and start to draw. What I draw is my dream playground.
She goes down the stoop to draw her dream playground. Remember, those are the stairs that take you into the home. All right. She's drawing away. I draw slides and swings.
I draw slides and swings and monkey bars and trampolines. I draw my friends and my brothers sliding down the twisty slide.
Wow, that's a cool twisty slide. I'd be scared to get on that slide.
Jumping on the trampoline and flying as high as the buildings. I show my drawings to my mom, and she hangs them on our fridge. Never stop dreaming, she tells me. Then, after dinner, my brothers and I add to my drawings. We use purple for the slide, yellow for the swings, and red for the trampoline. Right now, our drawings are just dreams, but I know that someday they will come true. Then one day, everything changes. My brothers and I are sitting on our stoop when a man comes by and stops to look around the empty lot across the street. It's him, I say. Who? My brothers ask. The man who is going to build our playground.
How does she know that?
Maybe because he told him. Maybe because he's investigating.
Let's see. Do you think maybe she's imagining that he's going to do that?
No.
You think he really is?
Yes.
Let's see.
He takes out a tape measure and starts measuring and making notes on a clipboard. I run up the steps 2 at a time and into our apartment. I grab my drawings from the fridge and rush back down the stairs.
She rushes back down the stairs. Why do you think she runs up the steps 2 at a time? What do they mean by that when you're running up the steps 2 at a time? What does that mean when you're going up the step 2 at a time, Rena? Have you ever ran up the steps 2 at a time? Okay, but at school, have you ever ran up the steps 2 at a time? We have a stoop right here. Those stairs. Okay, Destin, what does it mean to run up the stairs 2 at a time? Okay, not really. No. What does it mean to run up the stairs 2 at a time, Dominic? Good, it means to skip 1 step. You're going up really quickly and you're skipping 1 step. Why do you think she's going up the stairs 2 at a time? She's in a rush. She wants to hurry. Why is she trying to hurry, Leia? Leia. So that the man doesn't leave. Very good.
Excuse me, sir, I say to the man. You're here to build the playground, aren't you? He looks surprised at first, and then he smiles. Yes, I am, he tells me. How did you know? I just knew, I say. I just knew you would come. Well, you're right. My name is Daryl, and some hard-working volunteers are going to turn this vacant lot into a playground. Can I show you some of my designs? I ask nervously. Designs? For the playground. I always dreamed a playground would get built here. I show him my drawings, and he looks them over carefully. Then he says, You are a talented architect. This is an impressive playground design. How would you like to be a project manager? We could use your help. Really? I say. I can be a hard-working volunteer, too. Then Daryl and I shake hands. The next day, I run home as soon as school is out. Daryl is already at the lot, and he hands me my very own clipboard. Here you go, project manager, he says. Daryl asks my opinion on everything. How many slides do we need? He asks. 2, I say. Monkey bars or swings? Both. Then I make more designs on my clipboard and show them to Daryl.
Who's Daryl? The worker. So, right here. Sorry. What was her name? Who remembers? I don't even remember really. Let's go back and see. Maybe they didn't say. I have a dream about building a playground. It doesn't really say. It just says I. Okay. All right, yeah, so let's just, and it shows, I show it to Mom, I show it. Okay, so anyway, we know that there's a character named Daryl, though. So here on our reading graphic organizer, you need to write, let's go ahead and write the character's name, Daryl. D-A-R-E-L-L. And let's talk about Daryl's internal traits and external traits. External traits is how he looks from the outside. Internal traits are the kind of person he is from the inside. Who can give me 2 internal traits about Daryl that we know so far? Dustin. So he's what? He's nice. Maybe he's nice. So we're going to write nice. What's something else internal that we know about Daryl? Use my cuppy again. Jasmine isn't here. Hers keeps on coming up. Leia. What are some what's another internal trait? Huh? So he's a hard worker? Okay, that's a good one. Let's write that down. Hard worker. Okay, what are 2 external traits we know about Daryl? Sorry, let me use this cup again. Dominic? That means how he looks. So let's look here again on how he looks. How does he look? Let me call another person. Destin? Purple shirt. Okay. You can. There's many external traits, but if that's what you think, sure. Purple shirt. Do not shout out until you are called on. Purple shirt. What else do we know? Who is this? Gabby. I know. Michael. Michael, what else do we know? What's another external trait about Daryl? Good. He wears a hat. That's a good one. Wears a hat. Wears a hat or a cap. It's the same thing. He wears a hat or a cap. Same thing. We only need 2, and then let's go ahead and skip the response to events real quickly. Let's keep reading.
Excuse.
Oh yeah, sorry, we already read that.
Once we've decided on everything, Daryl asks me to make one more drawing, the final design for our new playground. Except this one is going to be real and not a dream. After days and weeks and months of being a project manager and planning for my dream playground, the time to build it is finally here. Hundreds of people come to help, including just about everybody I know, plus lots and lots of people I don't know. Mr. Sid from the market brings the sandwiches. Miss Gonzalez from the hardware store brings the tent. Gregory from upstairs is playing music. It's a big party, and everyone is working.
Looks like fun, right?
We cut wood, dig holes, hammer, and paint. When it starts raining, we keep working, regardless of the mud. And that's even more fun. It takes a whole week to build everything, but at last we're done. A huge crowd gathers to cheer for us. There is even a TV camera, and a reporter interviews me for the news. My name is in the newspaper, and so is a picture of our playground.
That's cool.
But the best part of all is playing on the playground that I helped build. My dream playground came true, just like I knew it would.
That's beautiful. That's such a cool playground. Yeah, it looks super cool. Every child should have a great place to play within walking distance. That is what Kaboom believes and why it exists. Kaboom is a national nonprofit that was founded by Daryl Hammond. The hero in this story is inspired by a real girl named Ashley. In 1995, Daryl Hammond In 1995, Daryl Hammond moved to Washington, D.C. to plan a service project for volunteers who would be attending a conference. He decided to build a playground in Select Livingston Manor in Washington, D.C. for this project. Daryl planned the project so that the volunteer from outside the community would work side by side with the community members. Just like the narrator of the story, Ashley ran to Daryl on his first day there and showed him her designs of her dream playground. After Daryl made her a project manager, Ashley collected pennies for her playground, coaxed her family and neighbors to get involved, and worked tirelessly to make the project happen. Oh, that's a cute idea. Kaboom believes in the dreams and imagination of children. When you put the power and resource of communities and local leaders behind a child's dream, there is an explosion of hope and possibility. This is what we call Kaboom. For more information, go to kaboom.org. Awesome. That's cool. The idea is based on a true story. Yes, it is. Okay, anyway, moving on. So we have Daryl, and who was Daryl? He was the builder, right? He was the builder. So the builder that helped make her dreams come true. The builder who helped build the playground. How about that? Build the playground. Okay. Now, the other character is the girl, right? We're just going to write the girl because we never did find out her name. The girl in real life, his name was Ashley, but in the story, we don't know what they named her. So we're just going to write the girl. What are her internal traits? Give me just one. Oh, let me use this again. Sorry. Amariah. Okay, very good. So she likes to dream a lot. She has a good imagination or creative. Very good. Let's write creative. I like that word better. She's creative. Oh, and it's not erasing. How do I erase? Okay, so her internal trait, we said she's creative. What's an external trait? Let's see. Jacob C. An external trait. That means from the outside. Let's look at her again. What's an external trait? Raise your hand. JC. Okay, but that's an internal trait. We're talking about externally. How does she look from the outside? No, he didn't say that. Amaria. Okay, she's wearing a pink dress. It's not a shirt. It looks like a dress. She has messy, curly hair, right? All right, let's write that down. I'm going to write curly hair. And what did she do? What was her job? Okay, so she what? Okay, very good. She was the manager. She was the manager and architect, right? Let's go back and look. She was the manager and architect, A-R-C-H. She was the manager and architect, A-R-C-H-I-T-E-C-T. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, not this, right here. Okay, now on the back of this paper, if you go to the next page, on the back of it, it says long I pattern, silent letters. You can spell I with I-G-H as in right, I as in child, Y as in spy, or I consonant E as in knife. Some words have silent letters such as K and knife. Read each clue, unscramble the word, write the spelling word correctly on the line. So these are not our spelling words, but I did want to go over this because we have gone over the long I patterns. So what is another word for a girl, a little boy, or a girl? A child, C-H-I-L-D. So what are you going to do? You're going to cross out and write it on the line. Miss Yusuf, what is this jumbled up letters? What is that? It's telling you, it's scrambled up. It's telling you that this answer has these letters in it. Put it in the right order. C-H-I-L-D. C-H-I-L-D. Get it? So these are clues to what the word is. So you're going to do, oops, excuse me. Ooh, what did I do? Oh. So you're going to do these on your own, just this page, 134. And that's it. That's all we're doing for HMH today. Have fun learning. See you later.